Welcome, everybody. Let's start the show.
Oh yeah, this is Sci-Fi Snob, and this is the Toplofty Lounge here for a smooth show for you today. Oh yeah, baby, in the 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, baby, yeah, here we go, in 11, 10, 9, oh yeah, baby, here we come, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Top Lofty Lounge, episode 80, Conversations for the Elevated. Welcome to all my fellow snobs. I am your host, Science Fiction Snobs, you from Bad Science Fiction. This week on the show, we're going to be talking about our favorite, Cam and I's favorite YouTube phenom, Space King. And before we get to that, I should introduce my co-host. He is the chestnut to my hate monger. It's Cam. Say hello, Cam.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Yes. Good evening. So, Cam, busy week for you this week?
This past week was a week filled with nonsense and soul-draining stupidity. Yes,
Oh, well, excellent. That sounds like fun.
but also filled with Advent joy.
Advent joy, yes, and we're going to get to that very soon. So tell me, what did you do this week to increase your sci-fi snobbery? I had a busy week myself, but
I'm going to say nothing.
absolutely nothing.
Yeah, nothing
That's
comes
it.
to mind.
Nothing. Okay.
Well, I watched another Planet of the Apes movie.
You did? Which one?
Crap, what was it? It's not Battle for the second one of the newer trilogy.
Oh, of the newer trilogy. Oh.
Mhm.
War for the Planet of the Apes.
I think that was
which
the
you
third
counting
one.
is the second? Oh, which you counting is the second one? Are you counting the first one where James Franco? Is that the first one?
Yeah, that's the
I
first
guess
one.
that's kind of the first one. This should be the first one.
Yeah, this is
Battle for the Planet of the Apes.
I don't remember.
I think Battle is first and then War is after.
Probably.
Yeah. All right, you did that. Okay, that's it. Anything else? We got to waste some time while everybody gets in here.
No, not really.
My thing is reading that we have one viewer. That's probably you watching on YouTube.
Wow, we're sucking.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah,
Nobody's here.
Okay, well,
Nobody likes the show today.
They either hate us, Space King, or Tools. I don't know. Well, no.
Who can hate any of those things?
Good night.
I mean, that's crazy. It's crazy. All right. Well, anyway, for me, I had, I didn't mention this. One of our viewers, somebody was mentioning that, the movie Predestination, time travel movie. You've never seen it?
Oh, no.
Someone was mentioning it, and I was like, I haven't seen that one. I got to see it. So I did watch it. It was a couple weeks ago. Good movie. Very much like, I don't want to say it's the same kind of idea as Tenet. It's the closed time loop idea where you do your thing to yourself, but you can't really. But it's really well done though. It's much tighter. It's put together very well. Yeah, great movie. I think Nolan copied some aspects of it when he was doing Tenet, but I think they did it better because it's like I said, it's much more contained. But very well done. Yeah, I'd recommend it to anybody. Good science fiction movie. Someone recommended it and I hadn't seen it, so I rectified that. What else? I carrying on the with my daughter our Marvel movie rewatch.
Mm-hmm.
So we hit Infinity War on Friday. So she was quite. She thought it was pretty good. She enjoyed it. She's like, "Oh, we gotta watch the next one." I'm like, "No, you can't watch it right away. You gotta let it gestate. You gotta let it
percolate."
Yeah. She goes, "But I want to. Let's watch it right now." I'm like, "No, you're gonna have to wait at least a week. The rest of us waited a year." Goes, but they lost.
It's a good sign. You know what you should have had is you should have had a something else to deflect to while the enthusiasm was high.
Like what? How do you mean?
Well, anything else, I mean, say, well, we can't watch that, but we can watch this. Like,
well, how many movies are you gonna watch in one night? I mean, you gotta.
Well, I don't know. Spoiler: this is the guy who was like, "Hey, watch 3 movies this week."
No, I didn't. Not for this week. That was the future. Cam, we did. You can't. You can't let the audience about our infighting that goes on between the shows. Tell them
what it was about.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Well, we can talk about that after. But
let's talk about the infighting since there's no one else here. No one's here listening. So let's just hash it out. Let's just get down to it.
I didn't mean that you had to watch these movies right away. I mean, I'm saying we talked about this. All right. For the audience that is here, or that's going to listen afterwards about the fighting, we had talked about doing the DC AU movies, the animated movies. And I think that's excuse me a second.
Oh, good, he's gone.
We both agreed that's a good idea. And I think, these movies are, my view, the DC animated movies are some of the best superhero movies out there in the last, 20, 30 years. They are in some ways better than some of the best Marvel movies. And in quality, they're generally higher overall because, the Marvel ones have a lot of really crappy movies. Well, some of them are pretty bad. I'm looking at you, Captain Marvel. Agree, disagree?
No, I'd say that's correct.
You would agree as well, right? So we discussed it. We thought, hey, that would be a good idea to do some of them. And Mask of the Phantasm has been in the news recently, so I rewatched Mask of the Phantasm this week. Well, that's another one thing I did. So I watched that one, and so our plan is to do we'll have a show and we'll go over some of these movies. So I figured we would do 3 at a time. Does that make? We don't have to. I'm throwing this out there. What do you think? Like 3 for a show. That's like 20 minutes a movie ish. That seems reasonable. No.
Maybe, yeah. That's possibly it. Well, like the Babylon 5 show, I was in favor of doing more than 1 episode per show. So I don't have a principled problem with that. But maybe I just had a poor reaction to this, given that this is kind of dropping in the middle of Christmas season with a lot of, as I mentioned, nonsense going. You just hit me at a bad time there, brother.
Okay, you were in a bad mood. Somebody pissed in your cornflakes or something? Is that what happened, or no?
Yes, there's a particular thing I'm not discussing, which has been driving me absolutely friggin' crazy and setting me on edge. So yes, I have a very short fuse going.
Something personal.
It's not even personal. It's like a-hole neighbor stuff. It's.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, but it's kind of personal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but that's a contributing factor. But
yeah. Well, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying we're going to do this right away or tomorrow or anything.
I don't know if you knew this, but as unpopular as I am, apparently I'm invited to be on quite a few streams, and it's harder than it seems to manage all that.
Yeah, yeah. No one's inviting me on their streams.
Well,
You're supposed to be the mean one too.
apparently co-hosting is the spot that needs to be filled.
I guess
Because
so. Nobody
yeah,
wants a host. They want a second banana.
I guess that's
Yeah.
me. That's my specialty.
I guess so. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, the idea is that when I was asking you about this, the idea is to ask you and say, hey, are there any of those? There's 30 something DCAU movies. Is there any of them that you've seen recently that we could talk about quickly? We could put together a show for the next couple of weeks. We wouldn't have to do a lot of prep, would work or whatever. Oh, wait a second here. You know what? We should be looking at the birds. That'll
bring in
down.
viewers. Yeah,
that'll calm us down. Yeah, so that's the idea. Is that look at them? They're just going at it. We had a lot of snow recently, so now it's complete winter wonderland now. Like a foot of snow everywhere. Yeah, so that's the idea. Is that we do that? So I'm just asking you if there's some that you want to put in there. I would suggest Mask of the Phantasm, which is the one that everyone's talking about right now. Now, admittedly, I just saw it, so it's kind of right. But there's other good ones. I thought Red Sun's pretty good. I think Crisis on Two Earth is awesome. I love that one. Under the Red Hood is very, very, very popular.
So what we had actually talked about a while back, and granted, we never came up with, okay, this is the firm plan, but we talked about kind of going back and maybe starting at the beginning of all those and trying to, go through it.
But my understanding, maybe. Yeah, but there's so in the DCAU, there's a bunch of films that are standalone, right? That don't fit in to the timeline. They're just sort of one-offs. Yeah. And then there's the Justice League and the Justice League Dark ones, and they generally all come in order and stuff. So my thought is that we could, we'll do some of the standalone ones, and then we'll also look at the ones in order as well, right? Because some of the standalone ones are really good. Like I think you've read Red Sun, right? Superman.
No, I'm familiar with it, but I never read it actually.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. It's pretty good. And like I said, Crisis on Two Earths, love that one. That's probably my favorite. Mask of the Phantasm is pretty good. So there's lots of So that was my understanding of it all. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, we'll hash that out. Okay. So anyway, I was talking about what I was doing, Infinity War. Well, you can talk about that for Infinity War, and so I did make her watch Ant-Man and the Wasp afterwards, because that's the next in the timeline, and then Captain Marvel, and then it's Endgame is in the timeline. So I made her watch Ant-Man and the Wasp. It was all right. It's like,
I thought that was a decent one.
It's okay. And I thought it might be important for her to get, it's kind of important for the final movie. Where's Ant-Man? Like, how come he comes, right? And so we are going to watch Captain Marvel sometime. And I am not looking forward to that. But my daughter is somewhat of a creative type. And so she's into, singing and dancing and playing instruments and writing and a lot of reading and stuff. So I think it will be good for her to see a poorly made movie, right? Like at least story-wise, so we can go over it and say, look at the story. What is the hero's journey? Did this character go through the hero's journey? No, she didn't. This is why it's bad. This is why nobody likes it. This is, that kind of thing. So maybe prevent her from being a bad writer. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
So that's what we're going to do. And then we'll probably watch next show. I'll probably be talking about how, we saw Endgame.
How you found a new co-host.
Yeah. How we saw Endgame. Which is not as good as Infinity War in my view, but still a pretty good movie. It's kind of the same movie put together. Yeah. Okay. One other thing that I'm up to is that I have been playing this game called Terra Invicta. Have you heard of it?
No.
No, it's a great science fiction game. It's been out for a while, but it's not. Sorry, it was out in early access on Steam, so it is just coming up to their release candidate. They're about to go release with actual release with version 1. I mean, it's been pretty playable for the last 6 months to a year. Lots of people have been playing it, but I've had it, but I've avoided playing with it. I'm like, I'm gonna wait till it gets close to ready. So anyway, it's a grand strategy style game like Stellaris or any of these other ones, but you're set on Earth, and an alien ship crash lands, and you investigate it, and you find out that there's aliens are in our solar system, and they are up to no good. So you take on like one of 7 or 8 different factions, and some of them are like, we're gonna kill the aliens, and other ones are like, hey, let's be their slaves, and other ones are like, let's make nicey nice with them, and they will maybe they'll respect us.
This is reminding me a little bit of Space King.
Yeah, let's make nicey nice with them. And other ones are like, let's use them and get as much technology as we can out of them and use it for our own purposes,
and then kill them.
And then another faction is like, let's get the hell out of here. Let's build spaceships and run away. And anyway, so you play one of these factions on Earth. You attempt to, control various, you have counselors. You attempt to control various, parts of various countries or countries on Earth, so it's all very, you're one of these, behind the scenes types, wars are going on and you're like, yeah, whatever. And you're trying to develop the various countries' launch capabilities, and then launch, stuff into space, build up, your own space stations to land on the moon, Mars, the outer planets, the asteroids, Mercury, Venus, whatever, to try to, gain technology, gain resources, so that you can eventually build big enough spaceships to blast the aliens to back to where they came from, or whatever it is that your deal is, right? I mean, if you want to kiss their ass and be their slaves, that's you get that sort of thing. But if you're doing that, then you're going to want to build spaceships anyway to fight the other Earthlings who are going to want to blast the aliens, right? So yeah. Okay. So it's so grand strategy. So it's high level, like you're like sending your counselors everywhere and doing this and that, let's build something over here. So it's not bad. I'm enjoying it. I'm just basically into it. I focused on I've got control of sort of Eastern Europe, Germany, Poland, Bosnia, Austria, Hungary.
Oh, who else had control of those areas?
Yeah. I've got them pretty much tied down, and we're like, we're trying to build up and launch things into space and stuff, and that sort of thing. The just so you know, the servants, they're the ones that want to be enslaved by the aliens. They basically just took over America, so they control all of America. So they've got all their resources and everything. So they're up to, on most of America is like, yay, let's be the slaves of the aliens. So, yeah.
Well, on other video game news, the Diablo 4 Season 11 launches this week.
This week? When?
Yeah. On December 11th at a weird time at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time.
So, Canadians don't have accents. I don't have an accent. All right.
And
okay, so I'm gonna have to get.
I'm gonna
have to get into that too,
because you had expressed interest in doing something with that game. So I will be playing if I have time that works out, which I think I will. I don't know. I'd like to start playing that night. I like to start at the beginning because that's when a lot of streamers are on. It's kind of a exciting time, which lasts maybe 48 hours. But this season is supposed to have a lot of substantive changes in the game.
Really?
They're doing a lot with crafting. Well, the crafting stuff's probably not going to end up being that different. It is different, but more importantly, there's the way the monsters and things are supposed to be working is supposed to be changing. So I think the game might actually offer a little bit of a challenge for a little bit of time. How that will turn out in the long run, I don't know, but I'm expecting that this will be a pretty decent season start.
So I'm gonna have to relearn all these things. Ugh,
Well,
pain.
no, you probably won't, because the level you were playing at was not really. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like I'm some top level player or anything, but you'll be fine. You just go about, start playing it. You'll still have the same thing with, like, if you don't follow a build, you'll be 1/1000th of your efficiency of, if you do play a build. There's all these sites that
But don't they have to take time? Doesn't it take time for people to come up with all the builds with the
no, they're already done.
Builds are always the same.
Yeah, I mean, those things are analyzed ahead of time on the PTR and stuff, and then if there are changes, they make them very quickly. They're very good at that. So, but again, leveling up to 60, it doesn't really matter what you do. Just pick what you like and have some fun. And then,
what should I pick then?
Well, that I don't know. Did you played Barbarian last time? Did you like that?
I played Barbarian. Yeah, it was fun chopping everybody up.
Yeah, I played 3 classes last season and got them all, top level at least, which isn't all that hard. But I fairly well. I played Spiritborn for the first time up to, and man, there was a middle part where it was easy mode, man. That class is crazy OP. Not that there aren't other classes that are OP too, but I think I'm going to go back to Rogue and try and play a more traditional Rogue build this season.
All right. Okay, so first of all, I had dinner already, so I had my poutine earlier. I am wearing my toque because it's cold in the house, so it's cold out. But there is no such thing as I don't have an accent. All right. Okay. Well, Cam, what should I play? Maybe we should let the audience pick. No, we're not ready for tools yet.
We got 8 people watching.
There you go. See, they're coming in. I
don't know.
You're going to be a rogue. What should I be then? What's a good partner for a rogue? And I don't think I can play Spiritborn because I don't have that DLC.
Oh, well, you're a big fat jerk that you're not.
That's right. That's true.
Barbarian's not bad, especially if you liked it before. It's always good. You can try Druid if you want something a little different.
What's a Druid like?
Hitting
animals and being kind to
no,
nature. I hate nature. Come on.
They have a lot of things where they like transform into either like in a wolf form or something like that. A lot of that kind of stuff. And they also have like elemental powers, lightning and earth things. It's pretty cool. I haven't played one for a bit though.
What about those guys who are always raising the dead and all that stuff?
Necros?
Yeah, them. No.
I played one a little. I haven't played one in a while, so I'm not sure what builds are good or not. It's basically, I think that's still where you have a lot of followers or pets, as it were. Basically, skeletons or your golem or whatever they call it. Yeah, you might enjoy that. I don't know. It's slow. I understand that's a pretty slow moving class. Yeah, where Rogue is very fast. And Spiritborn very fast.
All right. Well, I'm not. I shouldn't say what I want because then, no one will pick it, right? So let's put up. Maybe I should put up a poll here.
Sure.
How do I do this? Let's put up a poll. All right. Let's see. Start a poll.
Barbarian, Druid, Sorcerer, Necromancer. Not Rogue, because I'm playing Rogue.
Okay, what should Snob play in Diablo 4? Let's see. So, what was the first one? Barbarian?
Mm-hmm.
Barbarian. What was it? Druid,
yeah.
What else?
Necromancer.
Necromancer, or what was the last one?
Sorcerer. Since you can't play Spiritborn.
Sorcerer. All right. Who cares if I spell it right? All right. Start the poll. Everyone, vote. Which should I play? And if you pick a good one, then I'll play it. I might be forced to play it. So, yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. We got. We're down to 6. Cam, you lost people.
Well, no, we wanted to go to the tool segment, and you jacked around.
Yeah. But
all right, we're already a half hour into this disaster. Let's go.
Are we? No, 25 minutes. Okay. All right. We'll lose the birds. Thank you, birds. Everyone came for the birds. Okay, and let's go to our tool segment. We're gonna have Cam's tool time, of course. Cam's gonna talk about the tools he's been talking about in for the past week. In our shorts we've been putting out. Oh, I got this in the wrong. Wait a second. Don't look.
Holy crap.
There we go. Okay. Tool time, everybody. Oh, look, I have to do this opening singing thing, right? You want to do the singing thing?
Not on my account. Cam? Nope.
All right. I guess I'll have to do it then. Tool time. It's tool time. It's Cam's tool time. Yeah. All right. Let's go. See, it's not that hard. You can do it. All right. So, first slide. Okay. So, what are we looking at here, Cam?
Well, this is the first 7 days of the Wera 2025 Advent Calendar. I just put a link in the chat for the first, the preview short, and then you can, on Snob's channel, look at the Shorts tab and follow along every day up until today, which is day 7.
Yeah, and
incidentally,
and you can go, like, I put them all in a playlist, so you can just go to the playlist and go on the channel.
Excellent. They're like 20, 30 seconds a piece, so enjoy.
Not even. Oh, a little surprise. We're going to preview tomorrow's one at the end of the show.
What?
That's right. So you're going to see it like an hour early, maybe.
Wow.
Like 20 minutes or something like that. But anyway, just, at the end of the show. So hang on. Right. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, so what we're going to do is just kind of, because basically on the shorts, I just open them up and show you that, but I figured since some people, Dave isn't here, unfortunately.
Where's Dave?
I don't know. I miss him already. Like to hear about a couple tools. I thought we would just kind of go over them quickly. As you can see from the first from the slide here, there is a little stand for retaining these tools. Now, spoiler, I think there's another stand coming in here, so these things might not be in the exact right place. But I like how they mix them up and give you kind of a smattering of different things. It's not like, all the bits or all the, detail screwdriver, or, all the precision screwdriver or something like that. So this is showing, what I've got so far, day 1 through 7. You want to go to the next slide?
Next slide.
So this is just kind of a slightly different view of that. You can see there. And if everyone's not familiar, this is the Wera tools. Typically, their colors like black with green. So the red would be a green color for their standard tools. So this is a special color essentially that they're giving you for the holiday, the holiday Christmas stuff here. So they're a little unique. If people collect tools, my tool collector, I don't know. Anyway, so let's go through it. Let's go to the next slide, and then we can just kind of talk about what we've got. Okay.
Left to right or something.
So, yeah, I'm trying to remember the order these came in. I guess I should review the shorts, but I'll just go through the pieces. I guess man, what was first? I think maybe this W was. Oh, anyway, I'll just start from left to right. Okay, so the one on the left, this is one that I was actually pleased to get. I didn't realize that because they spoil these things on the back. It does it kind of, they don't really hide what's in them exactly, because I think people would be pissed if they spent over $100 to get one of these things and they got a bunch of junk that they don't feel is worth it.
I think that's probably true. That's why they tell you what you're going to get, so that you know that you're getting, okay, I'm going to get something useful. You're not like,
Right. I wouldn't mind the surprise, to be honest with you. Or if they said, look, you're getting, 6 full-size tools and, this many bits and whatever. So, but from what I've seen, it's a decent deal. In any case, on the far left there, you can see it's a flathead screwdriver. But this is one of the ones, and you can see where the handle comes in. There's a little hex there. So you could put a wrench on that if you needed to, you really
Oh,
push
right,
down
right.
on it
I
and
see
you
it.
wanted to turn with it. But it also, this one, I mentioned in the short and showed it. This one has the steel goes all the way through. So at the back of the tool, at the tip of the handle, there is actually a steel cap there. So it's
Okay,
steel all the way
I'm going to
through.
go backwards here, and I think
Okay,
you
sure.
can see it.
Might be able to
Oh,
see
you
it on
can
that.
see it there. There it is, right on the
Yeah,
far right.
right. The kind of the gray,
You
light
can
gray.
see it there. That's better.
Right. So, because throughout history, people have beat on their tools to, use it as a pry bar or something else. So companies started making a few screwdrivers for this purpose, So, um, it's kind of your encouragement tool that you can use. So you're not destroying it. Because usually you have like an acetate handle or something, or a plastic handle. And you're pounding on it with a hammer like you shouldn't be, and then it breaks through because it's just mounted, um,
Yeah.
the steel part. So this one goes all the way through, so you can actually use that. I have a tool, a Vera version of this tool actually that's a little bit shorter. This is a longer version, so that's nice. I'm actually glad to get that. A lot of stuff in here is going to be redundant, of course, for someone who has a lot of tools to begin with. Um, and so, but this one I actually like because I've only gotten a few of those. PB, yes. Cam, have you ever used Snap-on, Klein, or Knipex tools? Yes. I don't have many Snap-on tools. In an earlier show, we did talk about some that I had gotten about a year ago. There were some specific pliers that they had that I wanted, and so I've got maybe half a dozen Snap-on tools. I think they're all pliers, in fact. And I've enjoyed those. Klein is a brand that I've gotten into in the last couple of years. It's a really old brand, been around forever. Very, they're kind of tradesman tools, specifically in electrical tools. But they've really, a lot of these tool lines have kind of been coming out with a lot of new products in the last few years, and I've jumped on the Klein bandwagon. I've got a lot of Klein stuff actually, and I really like it. They have a really cool product line, a lot of good utility in those tools. And Knipex is a tool brand that I've had in limited amounts, but I don't know, I've been using those maybe for 10 years kind of thing. But they've got it's another, Knipex is another, and it is pronounced Knipex apparently. Another German tool company that has some really excellent tools. Specifically, what I like again are the pliers. They have, or pliers wrenches, or water pump pliers that have the ability to grasp a hex nut or a hex head extremely well. I mean, they do not slip. That's the problem. Is you really shouldn't be using a standard plier on a nut. I know a lot of people doing a pinch and things, but these are made to hold nuts very well, and I absolutely love those. Some of those Knipex tools. They have a ton of specialty tools too for again, a lot of electrical work and things. For tradesmen that are doing like a specific task again and again and again. They really give you a specialty tool that does what you're trying to do very well. So excellent, all excellent brands.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we've talked about them on the show before. Like,
yeah. One time or another, we've talked about
all of these are familiar to me. I know you've mentioned them before for sure.
Yep. Anyway, so going back through this, flathead screwdriver. There's not that many things that use flatheads anymore. There are, but it's kind of not used that often. But the flathead screwdriver again still substitutes as a pry bar, or for all kinds of things. So I was really happy to get the one with the through cap. Let's go back to the other view. Yeah. Okay. So then the next one from left here is Actually, I made a mistake in the video. I referred to this as a Phillips screwdriver, and it looks like a Phillips screwdriver. In fact, though, this is a posi drive, which, for people not familiar, a posi drive has secondary flanges in it. So it's really, a Phillips has like a cross or an X, and this one has like a smaller X within it. The things that I've seen this most used on are like furniture, like hinges for cabinets and things like that. That's where
Mhm.
I've seen posi drive most often, and it's not really compatible with Phillips, even though it looks the same. So I made a mistake. This is actually a number 2 posi drive. Um, typically I don't use too many dedicated screwdrivers for things. Obviously having a dedicated Phillips number 2 is, probably still the most common thing, at least for household kinds of things. And a flathead is still always good. A dedicated posi drive, it's not going to be something I use a lot, but maybe if I'm doing some furniture work, it will be, and it'll be a nice go-to. But again, it's a nice full-size screwdriver. Um, it wouldn't be something I'd carry in a tool bag, because it's just too specialized. But if I was doing a lot of dedicated work, I certainly would.
Now, what about the grips on all of these? How are the grips?
Okay, so it's the black on these is a hard plastic, and then the red color in this case is a softer insert. So, and you can see the shape of it is really meant so your fingers kind of can get a grip around there. A
Mhm.
lot of people really like the Vera or Wera. I say Wera. It's actually Vera, I guess, because it's German. Tools and that little bit of softer grip, you can tell it does give you a different feel and a different grip, meaning it doesn't slip as easily as the hard plastic portions do. The other thing I like about these is they have the where the tool comes into the handle it's a hex, so it won't roll off of a table or something that easy. That's kind of nice to have. Okay, so then you can see on the bottom there in the middle is a stubby number 2 Phillips, which again, having a stubby is, just getting clearance for things is always nice. And again, number 2, very common. And then right above that, we have this tool calendar has a number of bits. These are a little bit longer bits. In this case, I think it was a number or a 5 millimeter hex bit, which I really, I've been ranting about this. I really wish the world would standardize driver types because there's just way too many between Torx and hex and Phillips and posi drive and everything. I wish they would get away from that. And then of course you have metric hex and SAE hex, which is even dumber because it doesn't matter what the hex size is on something. It's not like I shouldn't say it doesn't matter at all, but if you have something that's 6 millimeters or a quarter inch, that's virtually the same. It's not like it's gonna torque out or something between the two. So I wish they would maybe just get rid of the SAE hexes and just go with metric. Even if you're using a SAE bolt, it would have just the same way that a metric socket still uses a quarter inch, 3/8 or half inch square drive. Anyway, that's just a little bit of rant. Above that, we have a T handle, which is not ratcheting. That would be a little too deluxe for something like this. But sometimes, people want to use spinners, and this is a quarter inch hex in there. So, the bit right below it, for example, fits into there, or any quarter inch bit. That's a standard quarter inch hex bit. So you can drive that. There's a lot of applications where a T handle kind of works out nicely. And this one seems pretty comfortable as well. This one's actually the black is actually more like the softer material in this, so it's kind of a grippier feel to it. And then finally on the right we have a small precision screwdriver. Precision screwdrivers are not something I use a ton. There are a number of applications, but I usually use a multi-driver for that. So this is going to be one that I'm not going to end up using. If someone was doing a lot of work like in a panel of some sort, like a thermostat panel or something like that, that's where they would, someone would like having a dedicated tool for that. So it's not that it's not useful. It's just not something I run into all the time. But I'm pretty. Oh, and then of course the rack for these things. It was a little 3-piece thing you just kind of snap together that you could hold this. I think I'm going to end up using this whole, the whole advent calendar is kind of an inside tool set that I'll have set up on a maybe an interior workbench or a desk or something like that, so I can just have some quick grab and go tools. But so far, I'm really enjoying it. So I hope everyone else does as well.
I like those precision ones. They're really good for Windows PCs and stuff. That's what I.
Oh sure, yeah, definitely electronic stuff.
Get in there, and you can just for that. That's what I use. I have a set, but it's like crappy compared to that one. It's a standard, pretty crappy. Yeah, that would be nice. All right.
PB's asking,
Cam, what is the most? Go ahead. PB's
no, I was say, what's the most expensive hand tool I've ever bought? I have to think about that. There's a compound leverage plier from Snap-on that I bought last year. That might be one of the most expensive ones, and it's probably, I don't know, that one's probably around $100 or so, as I recall. The Snap-ons tend to be pretty pricey per piece, but I'm sure there are more expensive, again, especially if you're talking Snap-on, literally, if you take a price and you say, oh, what do you think that would cost? 3 to 5 times as much is what it costs to get a Snap-on version of it. So they're pretty darn pricey, but that's about it that I can recall.
All right.
That's it. Yep. So okay. I appreciate everyone who has watched those shorts, and we've had pretty decent viewership on them. And we'll be continuing all the way through the 24th.
Yeah. And every Toplofty Lounge, we will go over the last week's tools. So next Sunday, Cam will talk about the tool he gets tomorrow, and all the way up to Sunday, we'll do something like this. Set it up, and you'll find out whatever the 4 or the 7 tools are. Yeah. Get a little summary if you don't watch the shorts. But yeah, you can watch shorts, and the shorts go off every 12:01 my time, so in about 2 and a bit hours from now. We're on Mountain Time here. I am. So yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we've driven away even more viewers, so now we can talk about our actual topic. They're all leaving. All right. Okay, now let's get into the main. All right. Merry Spacemas, Cam. Merry Spacemas.
Yes, to you as well.
I have to. Yeah. Is there? Okay, so we have. Do you want to? Do you want to talk? You want to talk about it first?
Okay, so it kind of. So earlier this week, I should say last week. I don't know, when was it? Wednesday or something? They dropped a quick teaser for Space.
Teaser.
Yeah. And it was they just said Saturday, and there was a little bit of confusion whether it was going to be a full trailer or I thought it was going to be the whole episode, which is what it ended up being.
Yeah, I thought it was. I mean, I was sure it was going to Space King. They were going to it's been about a month since the last Space King.
Right.
The last time it took them 7 months to go from episode 2. So I was like, a month. There's something wrong, right? That can't be. It's got to be a trailer or something. It wasn't.
Yeah, they might have batched them or something. I'll put a link here in the chat for Space King episode 4, which is what this is, and it's Kingsmas, referring to Space King, of course.
Yeah, I keep saying Merry Spacemas, but
yeah, they're at about 1.6 million views in just over 24 hours here. So it seems to be doing pretty well. Now, I'll level with you. I didn't love this episode.
All right, hold on. Before we get into that, let me sort this out, and let's just maybe push off the beginning of the first little bit of the thing here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna, yeah. Let's just do the little.
Yeah, so this is just
bit of it, Here we go. Let's start. Oh, I'm going to back it up a little bit.
Hello?
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Those are all the globules,
Yes.
right, Cam?
Oh.
Rudolph, who's that be?
Never seen red globules before.
Me either. Damn it, Bryce! This area is off limits!
Bryce, come on.
Let's revive the globules and see what comes out.
No! The War Priest told me to only revive soldiers on this list for his Kingsmas Eve Slay Team trials.
Look at this mess you made, Chestnut. Sure would be a shame if Captain heard about this.
Oh. It's kind
So
of a
Bryce is
jerk.
being a dick.
Yeah, he's a jerk, man. Poor Chestnut. He gets the bad of everything.
Yeah, and he mentioned there that Bryce isn't supposed to be in there at all, and then he smashes his stuff up to encourage Chestnut to try see what the red globules are all about, labeled Rudolph. You can see where this is going.
So, okay. So let's skip right to it. So this is. Have you ever seen, Cam, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Oh yeah, it's a big
The
favorite
stop
of mine.
animation,
Yeah,
1964.
Rankin and Bass.
Rankin Bass. Rudolph the
64.
Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Isn't it from the 50s?
I'll
find out.
It's from 1964. It was first aired December 6th, 1964 on NBC. On the song Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer from 1949, which of course is based on the poem from 1939.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, originally aired 1964.
Okay.
I remember watching it in the 70s growing up. We always look forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
It was literally something I would look forward to, year after year.
Yeah, me too. So, Rudolph the Red-Nosed. So I'll just quickly recap Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Okay, so he's born a reindeer and he's got a red nose that glows up, and of course his old man tries to hide from everybody because of course it's weird. There's a lot of bullying and crap in the movie. Anyway, Rudolph, everyone finds out, and of course he's kind of kicked out of Santa's workshop, Reindeer Land, and he goes off and he finds these misfits. There's what's his name? I always forget his name. He is
You're talking about Hermie?
Yeah, Hermie the gay dentist elf.
What do you mean gay? What do you mean gay?
Come on, he's gay. Like this, it's obvious. He's a elf. He doesn't want to make toys. He wants to pull people's teeth out all the time. And then Unicorn Cornelius, they run into him, and he is looking for silver and gold. They escape an abominable snowman, and they find the island of misfit toys, which is a bunch of weird toys. What's that? It's a bumble. That's right. He calls it a bumble, right? So that whole storyline, and of course, good times evil, and Rudolph gets to guide his sleigh because it's a big storm. Right? Did I miss anything?
No, that's pretty much it. It's essentially
it.
his freak feature, his horrible deformity ends up being a benefit to all humanity and helping Christmas be saved.
He saves Christmas.
It's a heartwarming story, classic for everyone. Beautiful.
And so, Space King 4, what did they do?
Well, they
copied it.
Yeah,
They just copied it.
Copied.
They pretty much copied it.
Yes, and made it repulsive.
They wrecked it. So Space King. Yeah. So of course Rudolph is the. Let me see if I can skip ahead here.
Well, okay. Let me as you're doing that. So
I want to
the
show a
globu-
little bit of the.
Okay, you want to show the globules?
Yeah, go ahead, talk.
As we found out now, the through the lore of Space King, is that they kidnap actual human boys from various places, and then they insert the globules, which then turns them into the Psycho Warriors, and the globules essentially reincarnate whoever's globules they are into each of these boys. So I don't know what happens to the personality or soul of the previous
Well,
previous
remember
boy.
they erased their mind. They erased the mind of the boy before.
Right. So yeah, they're it's basically they're just husks that are inhabited by the globule, and so they're being brought back again and again. So then, go ahead.
So yeah, so Rudolph apparently has been. Well, let's hear a little bit about. So let me back up a little bit. All right, I'm not sure which part this is. All right, let's just play it from here.
Kingsmas? What is that? What? You haven't heard of Kingsmas? It's where we celebrate the birth of Space King by delivering lots of bombs to heretics and non-believers all over the galaxy. Wow. Well, I've always wanted to be a part of something bigger than myself, and I do love Space King. Me too.
I'm Chestnut.
Rudolph.
Oh my God! Gee, let me just.
I hear talking. I'm
Bryce.
overriding the security protocol.
Keep your grill closed.
Why?
This the new guy?
Thanks.
So of course Bryce wants to see what's up. Of course, not to give it away too much, but there's this giant nose on Rudolph's face with a giant eye in the center of it. It's pretty gross looking, I gotta say. Yeah. And in the lore of Space King, as opposed to light up a little bit, right? But as opposed to being a big thing that lights up, it's got like psychic powers or something.
Well,
right?
it's an eye for one thing. It's disgusting. Obscuring his face. It's horrific. It's horrific. Yeah, it's they went for it.
Yeah. And all right, so the next thing is the Slay team. I think this is good. It's Slay. It's SLAY team where they're going to go and blow things up.
Yeah, right.
So-
It's the team specially chosen to bomb heretics.
Yeah, I guess they get some special. I mean, everybody. Yeah, so they have to have Slay team tryouts. I don't know what you can, but this is probably my most favorite part of this episode. Would you agree or not?
The trial, you mean?
Yes,
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
it's pretty funny. It's the best. Don't touch the hate mace.
Welcome to my Psycho Games, where we see who makes the Slay team to firebomb heretics on Kingsmas Eve.
Heretics!
I
Stick
think
with
you're-
me, Rudolph, and you'll be fine.
Now, heretics are tricky, which is why I brought you all to the Imaginarium,
They're
where we
like,
can simulate disturbingly real scenarios to test your heretic hunting skills. There are 3
Matrix
levels. Each one gets harder.
Are you guys hearing War Priest okay? It's easier with your grill open.
Remember,
So Bryce really wants to see his face. Yeah, he knows something's up because
Yeah, Bryce was suspicious right from the get-go.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He just wants to see his face. Yeah, yeah. All right.
you won't know you're in a simulation while it's active, so try not to lose your minds. Let's begin. Level 1, easy mode.
Everyone's gonna copy that. It's gonna be You've seen
These aliens, yes.
Guys,
They're great.
what if we're the bad guy?
Very good. Okay, level 2.
That was an
Our
easy one.
Lord and Savior, Space King himself, is coming back in 20 seconds. And there's a heretic among your party who wants...
All right, I want to stop this every once in a while because we don't want to try not to get copyright smashed too much. Yeah. So that was the easy one, eh? Don't shoot the aliens, shoot the guy who says, "Hey, maybe we're the bad guys." Yeah, no, good Cam.
Yeah, it's all right.
Good
It's all right.
That's all right.
wants to kill him. Go! I can't believe it! Space King is coming back in 20 seconds! I can't take any chances!
Captain's gone mad! Run, Rudolph! Rudolph, come on! No, I'm a good guy! Please, be reasonable!
What? Good job, Rudolph! If Space King wanted us to be reasonable, he wouldn't have called us Psycho Warriors.
Good point.
Come on, that's funny. He wouldn't have called us Psycho Warriors. There's some truth to that, right?
True.
True? No, Cam doesn't think that's as funny.
Oh, this part's fine.
Yeah, and this is but wait, there's more.
You're really good at this, Rudolph. Yes, very impressive. Thanks,
Even
guys.
hate mongers.
So, Space King isn't back?
What? I thought that was real. He's not back? I almost saw God! I almost saw God!
He took Space King from us!
Let's trap him in a simulation.
He was here! He was here! Everyone calm down! Be reasonable! Oh my. Rudolph? Why'd you...
He said be reasonable. I thought it was other simulation because he... I had a feeling. I had a feeling.
You killed him based on a feeling?
Why would you destroy the globules? Now he can't be revived. I thought that you guys would think it was badass and how sure of myself that I was. But I'm just trying to fit in, man.
Okay. New plan. Rudolph puts on more priests, leads the slave team, saves Kingsmas. No one's the wiser, and we dissolve the body. Good! That was level 3, and I was the heretic!
Rudolph, you're an artist.
Well, come on. Now that's pretty good. It's like a double, triple check. I like how the War Priest doesn't even bother to we were gonna just hide your body and cover everything up. The captain's not very smart.
Well, I like the
that?
yeah. Well, none of them are very smart, but I like the running theme throughout here that they basically behave like 12-year-old boys. They have the same mindset. Like, if we could just cover it up, if we could just, we'll somehow get away with whatever it is they're doing,
Just hide it. No one will know.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Well, that's the main gag I wanted to show. So, this is should we show?
You just did.
So they convinced right after this, they convinced Rudolph to show his nose, and I guess we should show that. All right, it's gonna get stuck.
Rudolph!
Don't give in to peer pressure, kids.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
He's a heretic, right?
Guys,
You're banned from all Psycho games pending investigation.
It's like Rudolph. And he goes up right.
Rudolph, wait, stop! Don't.
Anyway, Rudolph leaves, and he goes and he finds the planet of misfit Psycho Warriors.
Before that, he runs into another Psycho Warrior floating in space. Right? Ooh.
Right there, which is this is the gay elf.
Yeah, I don't want to be an imaginator. I want to fuck aliens.
Oops.
Can I come in?
So instead of wanting to pull their teeth, look. You see the picture here?
Yeah.
Like he looks exactly like Hermie the elf.
Yes.
Right. That's exactly. And then they run into Yukon Cornelius version. Where is he?
Well, Hermie has been exiled, and you see the black X's there. So over his squad insignia or whatever, and no one is supposed to talk to him. So then Rudolph decides that he's going to also X his out because they could be misfits together.
Right. And then they cross Cornelius.
Got you! Your teeth are mine!
So he wants to
Run! Run!
So Yukon Cornelius is a capitalist, and they're all like, "I'm a capitalist." He's like, "What's that? Give me a nickel, and I'll tell you."
Well,
So
first
he
he says,
wants
"What does that mean? What does that mean?" He says, "It means I believe in nothing." So a shot at capitalism here.
Right on. Well, of course, Psycho Wars would have no. Well, they're all 8-year-old boys, so they're not going to know anything about what capitalism is. But also, they're in the army; they don't buy anything. They given their weapons and everything, they just go off and do it. So yeah. So anyway, the show is basically paralleling, the movie as much as or the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer cartoon as much as possible. This is the abominable snowman, but it's an abominable space monster. It's got teeth, and he wants to pull them out and sell them. That's a little different, but yeah. What else?
It goes on to be let's say a pastiche or an homage to Rudolph, which is horrific and disgusting. They go, like you said, to the misfit planet.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this is hate mongers. So what he writes on
that was
writes on his bombs.
they're it's like Easter egg painting, kind of pre Kingsmas celebration for the bombing of the heretic.
Yeah, it's like Vietnam writing on your bombs where you bomb people. Some of them are censored.
Yes, Bryce's are censored.
Bryce's are censored. You can't see them. Oh, and of course, there's a commercial.
Yeah.
What do you think of the commercial?
I didn't like it.
It was okay. It wasn't.
It wasn't as clever as the other one. I think the action figure there, or the non-action figure is
the vinyl figure.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And they got they got the alien cookies too.
The other one where they're like, "Yeah, F off, Melissa," or whatever. The last one was a lot funnier.
Yeah. So then we go to the store. So this is the planet of Psycho Warriors.
Misfits. I have a big, ugly, giant psychic nose. Herbie here wants to fuck aliens, and Yukon is a capitalist.
What's a capitalist? I'll tell you for a nickel. We'll have to check with King Space.
King Space?
He rules here from that castle.
As soon as I saw this, I was like, wait a second.
Come
King Space.
closer. What do you desire?
Well, we're misfits, see, and we.
All right. What do you think about King Space, Cam?
Well, he's like the lion, or the lion from the King of Misfit Toys.
Yeah. But I mean, he's called King Space. He's in gold. I mean, I don't. I'm getting a bad feeling. I mean, he might be a heretic.
Maybe. We'll find out. Oh, God.
So anyway, let's skip ahead a little bit. They get together, catch. Oh, it sticks them. Oh, it's just. He goes to catch him, but of course his buddies help him out.
Now, Hermie, remove its teeth so it can't escape!
The suction isn't strong enough.
Use my globulus.
Right. It's working.
Rudolph, you're alive.
Extraction complete. That's all of them.
With all its teeth ripped out, the beast is no longer invincible.
Quick, let's get back to the ship before the
They just shoot it. Boom. It's dead. Okay. Right on. All right. So they go back. They've saved Christmas. Yukon Cornelius has got all his, and he decides he's not going to sell him. I think he's going to give him to the regular guys. They like Rudolph.
No! The space storm's interfering with our navigation systems! We're going to have to cancel Kingsmas!
I wanted to kill heretics!
Wait a minute! Rudolph, your nose! It's not a curse from Space King. It's a gift. What? Think about it. Of all the times I could have found your globules, I found them for Kingsmas. Space King must want your psychic nose to guide the sleigh team through this storm. This is your chance to fit in and be part of something bigger. That's what you always wanted.
You could be the most famous psycho warrior of all.
No, you know what?
I love Space King! I love Space King! Space King forever!
So, Cam, remember what happened at the end of Rudolph?
Mm-hmm.
What happened at the end of Rudolph?
Well, they went and delivered all the misfit toys who wanted nothing more than to be loved by children, to children, and it was a happy ending.
And what happened? And also in Space King 4 Kingsmas, it's also a happy ending. What happens?
They murder all of the misfits.
They murder the misfits because they're all here.
Space King is an entirely
Completely appropriate for an episode of Space King. Yeah. All right. Right on. So what did you think of the episode?
Again, some of the things are funny with, the bits with the main characters and everything. I think going off without the main characters at all, like, some of the other ones like the Blood Brothers, whatever, where it was, they were with, Chestnut and things and interacting and seeing these different things was fine. But this one, it was Rudolph and Hermie, just being weird and kind of going off on their own and introducing what is honestly a lazy rip off kind of thing. That's just it's too direct. It's just I don't know. It was uninspired. It wasn't. It just wasn't that funny to me. I mean, it was lazy.
Yeah. So Cam and I did not speak about this before, but basically I came to the exact same conclusion. It's kind of funny. I mean, I appreciate the fact that they it's Christmas and they did the whole copying of the thing and they changed the right stuff and they made a good parody of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But I think I agree. They miss from, I mean, it's the four main characters that are very good. And you got to stick with those guys and do stuff off them. And we got away from them too much. And it wasn't, Cam's right. It was not as bit lazy, wasn't as inspired, wasn't as funny as the some good bits, not as funny as the first three. Yeah, so worst. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's the worst of the 4 episodes so far. Now, I got to mention, Cam. Christmas episodes are usually pretty poorly done. Anybody remember the Star Wars Holiday Special?
Sure.
Right. So, I mean, I'm not surprised. I didn't know it was going to be when they first came out. I was like, I just thought it was another episode. I didn't know it would be a Christmas episode.
Yeah, I didn't either. I don't know.
But
It's like, I mean, it's not a problem to make fun of something, even something beloved like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, right? I mean, if you did it and it worked, and I've seen some other people, they seem to like it, I guess. But for me, it just didn't hit.
Yeah, I'll say they did it. I'll say it worked, but it's just not as inspired, not as good as the other stuff. I mean, people are still talking about per capita and hate Mace with no lube. There's like some of that other stuff is just much more creative, and this is a little bit they're taking off of it. Now they did a good job with it, like I said. It's pretty well done from the but they're better off doing their own stuff, I think. Probably a little more work, but yeah.
So gotta say, a little disappointed.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I was hoping for something something a little bit better. I will say that maybe like I said, they took 7 months and they've been taking well, I mean, the episodes have been coming a little faster lately, but part of it is because they're funding everything with their merch, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they put out an episode, they put out this merch, and they hope people buy it, and then when they get enough money through the merchandising and whatever, then they can put out another episode, pay for the animation and all that stuff. So I would assume they probably like, oh, it's Christmas, let's get out a Christmas episode. So they pushed it through as quick as possible. So maybe they didn't spend as much time on the story writing. But again, you probably don't have to spend as much time on the story writing because it's kind of a copy of the other one, right? So that's probably part of it as well. But yeah, a little uninspired.
Yep. Life's full of disappointments.
Yeah, I mean, there's still some good little pieces in there that I enjoyed, but I'm hoping. Let's hope Space King 5 will be a little bit more up to the standard of the first 3. I would say that once a month is one episode every 1 to 2 months. You'd be happy with that?
Yeah.
I mean, I think 7 months is too long.
Yeah.
I could. I mean, once a month would be perfect.
Well, that's a little aggressive for a show like this.
So probably
that's self-funded essentially. On a similar front, Amazing Digital Circus, I think next episode comes out on Friday.
Oh, really? That's been a long time since that last episode of that came out.
It's not been that long. It's been. Well, anyway, that's apparently I think it's the second to last episode of Digital Circus.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is they could push these things out pretty fast if, it's just a matter of, having the resources to throw at the amount of animators to do it. And, then you got to work on the storyline. And that kind of, requires the main guys to do that. But, they can push it out faster. It's just a matter, I think that probably their biggest problem is getting the merch ready, right? Like getting those little vinyl guys ready to go probably takes a bit of time, right? Probably takes the most amount of time.
Yeah, and maybe that's what's driving the,
But you could have ideas for Space King 5, 6, and 7 already in the can. In a sense, the idea is done, and you're just waiting to get the money to do it. And you can it's not the creative stuff isn't the biggest problem. But I don't, I have no idea how they're operating behind the scenes or anything like that. So, yeah. All right. That's our. So, you are Cam. Your official rating is what? Disappointed?
If I was given a letter grade or 1 to 10,
however you want,
I'm gonna give it a letter grade. I'm gonna say it's a C kind of thing.
Yeah, I would kind of agree with that. I was a little disappointed. I'm not gonna say I'm completely disappointed. There's some good little bits in there, but it's a direct ripoff, and not as creative as we've come to expect in the past. I'm hoping they get into. There's a short floating around with a bunch of. You're not a big Warhammer guy, are you, Cam?
No.
Neither am I. I'm not. I know a little bit about the lore, but I'm in no way an expert. But there's a bunch of Warhammer Space Marines that are, chapters that are like. There's tons of various chapters. And there's a bunch of them that are missing, and so someone has come up with a bunch of Space King Psycho Warrior chapters that are very similar to those, but they're missing and that kind of stuff. And I think having these guys, our main characters, find these guys out and interacting with them, like they did with the Blood Angels, the Coagulators.
Yeah,
I mean that's the kind of creative stuff that you need to go into, but hopefully we'll see more of that stuff and more of my favorite, Hate Monger.
Right. Well, what do you think said about Hate Monger in this episode?
Sorry, what?
At the end, they were talking about how everyone has their flaws. Hate Mongers. Do you remember this?
No.
Let me type it in the chat here, the private chat.
You don't want to say it?
It's a quote. No, I don't want to say it.
All right. Cam will type it in and I'll say it. I mean, it's not as good as it's not as bad as
apparently Hate Monger has a deformity of some sort.
Yeah, they talked about. Oh yeah, they said. Who says that? Bryce?
I think it was Chestnut.
Chestnut? Oh, because Chestnut, yeah. Anyway, somebody says, I guess it was Chestnut, Hate Monger has a weird dick, or he says something like that when they're talking about the deformities and stuff. I mean, Chestnut would know, right? Because he's always
he's had to remove the globules many
times. Yeah,
corpse. Yeah.
So,
but I guess that comes with the globules. It's the globules transmits that.
But he doesn't say that about anybody else, just him. So.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Could have been better, but I'm still okay with it. Christmas episodes are notoriously not good. So yeah, that's fine. All right. All right. Anything else you want to say about Space King? I think we're we're coming to the end here.
Yeah, I don't really have any other comment. Again, the thing about all these kinds of shows, when there is such a limited amount, it's like I just have to think. It's like, what else could they have done instead of that? And again, they went for complete absurdity with like Hermie. I mean, just very blatant.
Oh yeah.
But it still didn't land. It's like sometimes you could do something and you're like, oh, it's like you spit out your drink kind of thing because it's like so over the top. And this was over the top, but it still wasn't funny.
It was just like, oh
yeah, it's like, oh, that's okay.
They went a little too, not so much too far, but it was just too.
Yeah, I mean, this is a show that has them throwing little girls into a volcano, right? I mean, obviously outrageous and absurd, and yet funny because of the context of how absurd it is. This was just like, I'm just gonna drop a crudity without any wit behind it.
That was my thing too. I mean, I think it was appropriate though, because of I mean, what else would you make Hermes do, right? Like, what else would you say?
Yes, right.
But it was just sort of crude and not like it was the kind of the obvious crudity, and it fits, but maybe you could be a little more creative. But hey, just like this show, not everyone can be every show can't be a gem, right?
And clearly this will not be one of our gems.
Learn from your mistakes.
The chat is dead. We appreciate everyone who did come to the chat, but yeah, we've just wasted our lives here today. So
no, we haven't. Okay, never waste. All right, should we see the end of the poll?
Sure.
All right, end poll. Let me see here.
One vote.
It looks like people want me to be a necromancer. Oh, I kind of wanted to be a druid.
Well, you could do both.
Necromancer it is to start with anyway. All right. What else? Oh, we have to do okay, well, should we give people the teaser?
Sure.
About an hour and a half till the next. You get to see the new tool for December the 8th early. An hour and a half here early. Never say we don't do nothing for you. All right, let's.
Oh, you know what? Before we do that, I just want to mention something. I sorry to interrupt. I noticed there was something I saw on the X, the Twitters, where a Canadian referred to Americans by a racist name, and I just want to say that.
Oh no!
I lodge a protest on behalf of all Americans to you as a Canadian.
Shame.
Yes.
Or shame.
Yes.
What did they say? Was it me?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, was it me? Okay, good.
Yeah. Anyway,
just what was it? What was it? What did they say?
Oh, I don't know. They said something referring to Americans as North Mexicans or something of that sort.
I thought that's what you guys called us.
No, I think
Snow Mexicans. That's what Jeff always calls me.
Does he?
Sometimes.
Well, I'm not a racist, so.
Okay, so what did they say?
I don't know. I thought that was it. Something like that. Anyway, it was some Canadian crying about something. So
was it?
I didn't pay too much attention. Was it who?
Was it Fred?
Yes,
probably Fred. Was Fred. He's always saying stuff like that. I'll give him a call afterwards.
Deal with him.
It's probably him, right?
Yeah.
Send me the link and maybe I'll just to be sure, because it could be. If it's not Fred, it's either Fred or Hank. Hank sometimes, but
Hank's a dick.
Yeah, but it's probably Fred. He's the guy. He's on X more, so probably him. But just to be sure, I don't want to get it wrong. It's one of those two guys for sure. I'll talk.
Yeah.
So, but you don't remember what exactly they said?
Well, I can look it up if you really want me to.
Americans are northern Mexico.
Let's see.
That doesn't make sense.
I of course called him a racist in response. So.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what you do.
All right. Well, that makes sense. All right. I'll have words with them. Okay. All right. So we put on see what you got next. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right. Let's do it. Let's see.
Where Tools, Advent Calendar 2025, Day 8.
Ooh.
Full size number 2 Phillips. Come back tomorrow for day 9. And that's when I discovered that it's like, I made a mistake on that other one. On
Because
the positive drive.
that's the number 2 Phillips.
Right.
And the other one was not.
Yeah.
You're like, why did they give me the same thing? Wait a second.
Right. So I issued a correction in the comments on that other video in case anyone cares.
That's fair.
But,
Yeah, so check out those Cam's shorts are doing pretty good. There's people watching them. They're getting, 100, 200 views, 300, some of them early ones. Yeah, we're hoping people watch them and, take an interest in the show and want to come on and watch it.
Basically blows away our regular numbers. So,
we're hoping it'll bring a few more people into the show. Yeah, watch the show, yeah.
It's all about love of tools and the algorithm.
That's right. Yeah. All right. Okay. So anything? All right. What about what's coming up, Cam? Is there anything you want to?
I have no idea what's coming up. Oh, well, we have Babylon 5 show on Wednesday. Let's see. What episode is that? I will find out momentarily.
Episode 2?
Yes, I have Babylon episode 2 of season 3. But let's see.
The name of the show? Convictions.
Oh, there you go.
And Dean is going to be on.
Great.
He has said he wants to be he wants to be on the show. So he's going to be getting up super early, 4:00 in the morning, and being on the show. We like to have Dean. We appreciate him.
Yeah.
He always does a good job. We're happy.
Good times.
So it should be a good show. I'm not sure about the episode. I haven't seen it yet. If it's a good one or not. Yeah. No. You don't.
I haven't rewatched it. I haven't rewatched it yet. It looks.
You don't want to give us no hints.
I don't remember exactly what this one's about, but
it's
about, probably a good one because they're all pretty good at this point.
It's about poking the plants. Yeah, I did see the opening sequence at the end of season 1, and it starts off with a bunch of all these aliens are coming to the station now because they saw, the god-like being so they're all like, there's all these pilgrims showing up.
Yes.
And
I do remember that.
In the beginning, Kefir says that plant was in the they're like, oh, which did anybody? They're all like this. He's trying to get rid of them. He's like, yeah, that plant was in the garden there when he appeared. So they all go over and they touch it. They want to get so they're kind of making fun of religion a little bit. Or at least pilgrimage types.
Straczynski is an atheist, I believe.
He's not a big fan of religion. He is not.
Incidentally, I didn't get. I was going to mention it on the Babylon 5 show, and maybe it's a better place to mention it because people don't care about spoilers here, perhaps for that. Did you guys notice in the opening scene of the intro, there is a pretty big spoiler in there?
No, because I don't know what the spoilers are. But someone did mention to me that there are lots of spoilers in the intro. And then, of course, when I'm watching it, I'm like, well, I've never seen that before. Oh, I don't see that before. I've never seen that. Never seen that. Yeah, the White Star flying around. And I'm like, I've never seen that. Oh, what's that? I've never seen that before. But I haven't really looked in detail to go, is it a pretty big spoiler?
Yeah, it's I mean, it's right out in the open. It's like, well, that can only mean one thing. So, anyway,
I'll have to watch again, and I probably have seen it, but I've sort of erased it from my mind because
It's one of those things. It's like, oh, that just happened, and it's like you got to go. Wait a minute. Why would that happen? It's like, trust me.
Is it the part where they show Jakar cutting Lano's head off with a big knife? Is that the one?
Yeah. Oh, now you really spoiled
it. That's not it, folks. If you're
Madman here in the chat says that Dean will also be on his show tomorrow.
Madman Cafe on Monday. Oh yeah. That's right. And
Madman, tell us
what is on Madman Cafe on Monday.
I think he might be talking about the big WB purchase.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, let me Zatham says it's a big spoiler. That's what Jeff says. Yeah. So of course we have the Babylon 5 show and next week's Top Lofty Lounge, which will be a surprise episode because we haven't figured it out yet. But again, Cam will be on there at the beginning. He'll be showing off the tools. So it'll at least there'll be some tools for sure. And also I put up today in the Discord a vote for the next movie night. Movie night's coming up, Cam, quickly, there'll be some more movies. Now, you know what our choices are?
No.
You haven't seen it yet? It is the Netflix deal and Batman 2 rumors. Oh, that's and I'll probably be on that show as well. I'm going to jump in because I have some thoughts about having just recently rewatched Mask of the Phantasm, and there's rumors that they might do that for Batman 2, which would, it's a pretty good storyline. So maybe we'll talk about that, Madman. I don't know, but I'll follow your lead, whatever it is. So the next two, your choices for the next movie night, it's Corman exclusives. It's Battle Beyond the Stars, which is the Star Wars ripoff. You can vote for that one. Or the second one is, I always get this wrong. Is it Forbidden Planet or is it? I think it's Forbidden Planet. I always get it wrong if it's Forbidden Planet or Forbidden World. Sorry, Forbidden World. And that's a later Corman one. It's like 2 years after. And it's got lots of boobies. So do you want Star Wars ripoff or booby? Your pick.
I'm going to vote for Star Wars ripoff.
Are you? Okay.
I saw that in the theater, actually, back in the day.
Whatever you like to vote for. We don't. I'm not trying to. Push your vote in one way. Movies, but your choice. Forbidden World is known as one of there's a bunch of science fiction shows that, in that era that attempted to, it was the 80s, 70s, and 80s. There's lots of, sexy. It's one of those shows that are trying to get people to watch the show by putting some nice looking actresses on there. Yeah. So that was one of them, I think. But yeah. All right. Well,
hey, look, Battle Beyond the Stars is winning 100%. 100% of the votes so far.
What? Did you just vote now?
Yep.
My screen doesn't even show anything. Oh, wait, one vote. Oh, Cam just voted. All right. So go in there and pick what you want. You don't have to follow what Cam says. Just whatever. Yeah. Sure. I will be in the Discord after the show, which is ending. And and what are we're working on for the show in the future? The DC AU, those kind of stuff. I am looking at trying to get more interviews as well. And I'm not sure if I would do that instead of the show like the last one. Maybe some of them will be live. Maybe I'll just put them on the channel, just post them up. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, looking at other interviews since the last one went pretty well, I think. Neil Asher's a pretty good guy. So yeah, watch that episode. All right. Anything else?
No.
Did I miss anything? Okay. Well, all right. That's it for the show then. If we didn't forget anything, I guess we will wait a second. I missed something. Don't we do jokes on the show? Can't forget the jokes. Right, Ken?
Well,
are you ready?
We could. Okay.
Are you ready? Okay, these jokes are all tool related.
Oh.
So, and the reason I picked, they're not, the reason I picked tool jokes is because tool jokes always measure up, right? So, so that's the reason I picked tool jokes. Cam, do you know why the screwdriver broke up with the nut?
No. Why did the screwdriver break up with the nut?
You wanted to find someone a little less twisted. Get it twisted, you twist the nut on, right? Yeah. This one is somewhat related. Do you know what the wrench said to the bolt?
No, what did the wrench say to the bolt?
You turned me on.
Okay.
Because wrench turns the bolt.
Yes, that one is 100% improvement. Okay, great.
Is it? I thought it was a little bit obvious.
Yes. Nope.
Yeah. And lastly, do you know why the hammer was so good at making friends?
No. Why was the hammer so good at making friends?
Oh, it always knew how to hit it off. All right. Thanks, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show. We always end on a high note with the jokes. Yeah.
Well,
all right.
No, sorry. I just want to say I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry for this episode.
I blame it all on Cam. All right. See you next week, where Cam will hopefully get his everything together, and we'll have a better show. All right. We'll see you next week, everyone. Thanks a lot.
Good night,
Thanks for coming by. Good night.